All right. So,
Uh-oh.
we
Echo.
immediately pick up an echo.
Hello?
Who is echoing?
Hello?
Google decided to echo on your end.
Okay, hold on.
Didn't start live.
Maybe something was like the live broadcast or something that caused it to glitch, because everything was literally fine until I pushed that button, and as soon as you went live, you started echoing.
Oh man. Of course, we're just trying to figure out an actual rational reason, and we need to stop.
It doesn't make any sense. So Google's like, "Oh, you want to actually play? No. Let's just delay that real quick here."
I was going to leave you alone when you were just chatting. You actually want to do something?
We step directly on that real quick here. Play for a bit, and then we'll just have to make Bob a character when he's able to rejoin us.
Yes. And tell him he must be a doctor. Or at least have some medical training. Or this, that's fine. This will just be a short campaign.
Have to, put in somewhere for medical treatment every time someone gets shot.
I'll be fine because I have fast healing as a major asset. So I gain 1 attribute point per hour.
Nice.
If it's reasonable that I could heal.
I'll be fine because he's protecting me.
That's true. See, I can take the damage for you and then heal. Unfortunately, our frail human people, that's fine. We need an extra ship when they die. We can lay claim to it.
Mm.
They don't need it anymore, so.
We'll give them a proper burial.
How do humans want to be buried? Don't they shoot things out into like the sea and to space, and that's how they do it, right?
I was going to shoot their bodies into the sun.
Yeah, by fire. Yes, that's apparently some of their custom.
And that way cremation is complete.
Mm-hmm. Sounds appropriate.
It's the least we could do.
Yeah, it's for their honor.
Such as that they have.
Yeah, they are human, by the way. We're so awful.
Lot of love. Lot of love.
So, what happens to the ship if if both of you die? Normally one would will the ship to the other, but yeah, so if you both die, I'll let you think about it.
So just wondering if you had a plan or anything like that.
No, not at all.
Oh, you do need something for your prospective war, sir.
Okay.
You're right. We're going to have to start acquiring warships.
All right, having appeased Google.
Google feud. It's a word.
Mm-hmm.
One word. Google feud. Is that German? No. it's when Google is slapping your ass around and you think you're having a fight with it, but in reality, you can't win. So
there are no winners here.
Okay.
All right.
Sign back in because it's like waiting to join the hangout. Waiting to join the hangout.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just taking its sweet time if it's fun like that.
Oh, you were the correct.
If we want to get back in, we were almost ready to actually do some playing, damn it. That's okay. Your counterparts had a rousing debate as to what to do in the event of catastrophic crew loss.
Just working on a couple of details. Nothing you have to worry about.
Very touching memorials will be erected in their honor.
In the event that you all died, we were trying to work out how the funeral should go.
Okay. Why are we talking about that?
To be
Talk about
prepared.
that all the time.
Just something that Martians talk about. Don't worry about it. All right, so we open on the Solar Star, our Scout class rocket ship. Why did the pic disappear? What the hell? Oh, there it is. Went to look at the pic of it, and Google's like, no, but there was a pic. Yeah, Solar Star, rocketing through space. Guys are on your way from Mars to the asteroid belt, which, especially our Martian crew members would know. I think it's pretty much established in solar system history that the asteroid belt is actually the remains of the planet Eris, which back in prehistory went to war with Mars, back when Mars was technologically advanced. And Mars decided to end the conflict by building a planet killer missile to actually blow up Eris and all the Erisians.
Oh.
Turning it into the asteroid belt that we all know and love today.
You're welcome.
The shockwave from that knocked Mars off its axis and out of its orbit, and which is why it's kind of become the kind of mostly barren, really technologically backward place that it is, but still they won. So, so the asteroid belt is, of course, large field of irregular chunks of rock, which are really the bits and pieces of a planet. Of course, there are no known native life forms actually living on the native Erisians at this point, because when your planet blows up, it kind of wraps it up for you there. But there are kind of a smattering of mining operations and various couple of stations and colonies that have kind of sprung up here in the asteroid belt. Mostly they are mining related. Some of them kind of piracy related, because it's kind of an unregulated zone kind of a thing. It's not like there is a police force out here or anything like that. There is a mining consortium out here, but they're more interested in claiming, prime mining rights and looking for, what bits and pieces of Erisian technology for them to reverse engineer or floating around out here than, keeping the peace. It's a bit of a dangerous place, as you can imagine, because it is unregulated and it's a bunch of rocks tumbling about. Many a ship has gone in here and been smashed into pieces. Not a problem for our expert pilot here on the Solar Star, I'd imagine. You guys have been hired to deliver a Dr. Neil Anderson, PhD, to one of the lesser known asteroids just simply known by its designation of LV-426, where a small mining operation is underway.
And I'm not an alien.
Not an alien. As for what they need, a PhD who is an expert in Martian history, or as much of an expert as a human can be in Martian history.
I have read some of his work. When I realized he was a PhD, I decided to read some of it. I found it most amusing. I had no idea that humans wrote such delicate and thoughtful and incisive comedy. Truly, Doctor, you are a genius at your craft.
I have researched your history quite extensively.
Indeed. Did you, pray tell, talk to an actual Martian about our history?
I have interviewed several, yes.
Were they historians?
Some of them were, yes.
Were they good historians? Wait, don't answer that. I actually already know the answer to this question. This is really me just mostly amusing myself, primarily at your expense. Oh, well, it's good enough history for a human. It's fine. It'll serve you reasonably well.
He kind of storms off in a huff. Dr. Anderson has been keeping to himself a bit, given that every time he comes out, our resident prince in exile busts his chops about his actual grasp of history.
I am bored. I can't help myself. I'm so bored.
He came aboard with one rather sturdy and secure crate that's currently hanging out in the cargo hold. The contract was arranged by the person in charge of the mining operation on the asteroid, Dick Johnson,
I'm sorry, what was his name again?
Dick Johnson.
Of course it was. Just checking. Just checking.
A wildcatter of some note that has hit a couple of rather valuable strikes.
So, is that a Martian artifact in that crate?
Don't know. It's locked and secure in the cargo hold. The doctor has not been terribly forthcoming as to what is in his crate.
What does the manifest say, Captain? I'm curious. It says locked crate.
Your manifest, Captain, just says equipment and personal effects.
Equipment and personal effects.
Okay. I say.
Tag, thanks. You're on guard duty for the load.
Who?
Tag and Binks.
Oh. As they're walking by, I hand them a crowbar. Here you are. Do whatever comes natural with that.
Hey, fellas, don't open it. None of our business as long as we get paid.
I never suggested anything of the sort. I would never.
Humans always jump to odd conclusions.
I don't understand why they're such a suspicious species.
Doesn't make sense. Maybe it has to do with them being so uniform.
Mm. They are predatory too. It is true. In their inherent nature, they learn to distrust. Mm.
Why else would you give crewmen a crowbar?
I think crowbars are lovely objects d'art.
What?
I can't remember the word. It's like objects d'art or something like that. It means artistic objects. I think they're lovely objects of artistic value and eminently useful for whatever one might need.
I walk over, grab the crowbar from Tag and Binks.
I'm so sorry. Ooh, I pick up an axe.
No. Here the cargo hold, only Tag and Binks are allowed for the rest of the voyage.
Thanks, Brother Extreme.
Perhaps we should check and see what's in the galley. Understand Cookie is baking those things. Soft, round, squishy wheat.
Bread.
Waffles?
Bread like flat things, not flat things. Round and tall, not this tall, this big. I don't know what they are. He's making them. I'm going to get some.
I go off the bridge, muttering swear words in Martian trade language.
He's getting much better at that. I'm glad that he's practicing.
Very proficient with our profanity. We should commend him one day.
It's good that he practices.
Did you say he actually pronounced the sibilants as well as the rolled R with the sibilants?
I can still hear you.
He doesn't even have really much of an accent anymore.
It's almost native.
I'm glad we could assist.
I go on my way to the bridge. I see Jimmy. Jimmy, put this away. Keep the Martians away from it.
Yes, sir. Aye, Captain.
I'm walking along. I'm actually walking along serenely behind the captain with
Look over. What the galley's that way.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. Jimmy, hi. Because
Jimmy, keep walking, keep going.
I had something I wanted to give him. I'll give it to him later.
I get to the bridge.
Sounds like it's going to be an interesting journey.
I'm so glad those guys pay us because I don't. Yeah, those two Martians.
Thargan. So, Thargan.
This is the bridge. This is not the galley.
Captain, close the door to the bridge.
Oh, wow. You know, we were so impressed with your linguistic skills that we just sort of wound up here. Really, it's your fault, Captain. But since we're here, what can we do to be of assistance?
Leave.
Captain, come on.
Laura's just sitting there shaking her head.
Perhaps I can man the scanner here? Yes?
No, don't touch my ship.
I always touch your scanner. You've never had a problem with me touching your scanner before. Humans are so sensitive about their things being touched.
Depends on what you're touching.
So,
Sir, don't talk about these things in the 1930s on Earth.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm talking about a scanner. What are you talking about?
I guess on Earth they don't like talking about their flying vessels.
Or scanner?
They must be private information.
Yeah, all right, fine. He does like to keep it close to him at all times. All right, well, if you require us, we will go to the galley this time. Cupcakes. That's what they're called.
Go enjoy.
Cookie's making cupcakes with sprinkles. Said something about unicorn.
Sharp, pointy objects are off limits.
Yeah. And stay out of the cargo hold.
I shall utilize the silverware to enjoy the cupcakes.
I just closed the bulkhead.
Oh, we have rapport.
I think he likes you, sir. Of course, as he should.
Yes, of course.
I do believe the next time we're on Mars is when they're getting off.
Nah, not possible. Oops, I said that in his mind. Sorry.
Kind of looks like.
What the hell?
I still hear him even when he's gone.
It's like, nah. Exactly. Yeah.
So, what's our ETA, Cora?
At this point, you're a couple of hours out from the asteroid and to the asteroid field, and then probably another hour, depending on depending on drift there.
Oh, 4 hours. Roughly.
Okay. I'll go to my quarters, open the door, look around. Try to sneak to my quarters without them seeing me.
I will only be there when you don't expect it. I'm sorry. It's my talent.
What the hell? Why?
Hey, Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you bring me some of those cupcakes to my quarters?
Yes, sir. So he runs into the see Jimmy come running into the galley and grabbing some grabbing the some cupcakes to take away.
I'm indolently lounging back watching the news feed, the solar system news feed in the galley. As Jimmy dashes in. Jimmy!
Yes, sir?
I would like you to do me a little favor.
Of course. What can I do for you?
Of course, as soon as you're done with whatever it is the captain requires of you.
I gotta get these cupcakes to the captain.
I understand. You must want them badly. So, when you go past the cargo hold, could you please pass a message to Tag and Blinks?
Sure. Yeah, I can do that.
Tell them the mole has the wrench. Can you repeat that for me? Exactly.
The mole has the wrench?
Yes. Say it again.
The mole has the wrench?
One more time.
The mole has the wrench?
Now go and tell Tag and Blinks exactly that. It doesn't matter what their response will be. They'll understand. Go away now.
Oh, okay. He goes scampering off.
I look over at Argan.
What wrench does the mole have, sir?
Bargain, you are delightful.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I turn back to the news feed with a peaceful smile on my face.
I must say, I find these sprinkles perplexingly disturbing.
I hand him the knife that I use to scrape off my sprinkles. This is what I use. It seems to be most effective.
Hey, guys, I worked a long time on that. Why are you taking the sprinkles off?
Ugh. Disgusting.
They are both crunchy, yet not appetizing or fulfilling.
And do
They
you
seem to
realize
serve no purpose.
in our ancient history, there was a creature that created these in a most unwholesome way. No, well, the sprinkles, not the rest. The bready part is most appealing, but sprinkles, the horrible, horrible sprinkles.
Thorgan kind of bows solemnly. In tribute to the fallen comrades to the sprinkles.
And our ancient history tells of the war that ensued where we annihilated every last one of those things.
War of the sprinkles.
It's like the Klingon war on the triples.
Yes.
We stayed safe by bombing them from orbit.
It's the only way to be certain.
There's the only way to be certain. There can be none. Not even one.
Jimmy delivers the cupcakes to the captain.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
Where are you off to now, son?
Well, I gotta go to the cargo hold and deliver a message to Tag and Binks.
Whoa. Cargo hold is off limits.
I'm not going inside. I'm just going to yell in from the doorway. Look, that wouldn't hurt anything. I'm not going in there.
Who told you to say this?
You know what? He would call you the prince. Even you wouldn't actually call you like, well, the prince did.
Jimmy?
Yes, Captain?
Very important. This takes precedence over everything else.
Okay.
I need you to clean all the spare gears in the engine room.
Right now?
Yes. These sprinkles are great.
Okay. I'll go get right on that, Captain.
Okay.
He just goes running off.
Captain to Eddie.
Oh, Lord.
Go ahead, Cap.
Wow, that came out in English. Amazing.
It takes a minute.
Yeah, I don't do accents.
Every now and then you're gonna have to say blah 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 blah.
That's like
6 months.
I'm sending Jimmy down to clean the spare gears. You have a good night too.
Personally, I use my psychic abilities to actually help me along with the conversation with him. I can't do it any other way. Your pictograms don't quite match up with yours either. It's very strange.
Well, so unless there's anything else we need to do, we can advance time a little bit.
Please.
Nothing of consequence.
Yeah, nothing of consequence really happened. The Martians are down to really just amusing themselves any which way they can.
We butcher more sprinkles in the name of honor.
I start upping the lethality of the things I'm randomly handing the odd crew member. Here. What's that? A disintegrant array. I'm not telling you what to do with it. I'm not telling you what not to do with it. Yeah. There you are. Again.
You have to have a meeting with the crew about the Martians giving them stuff.
They love the Martians. What are you talking about? Who doesn't love them?
The Martian
cleaver. I don't know.
We give them things. We tell them things. We make them happy. Just think, if we were in charge, humans would be much happier.
Oh, this crew's gonna quit on me once we get to the asteroid. I'll take on new crew.
I'm teaching them how to defend themselves.
I think it's a wise move. Humans are softer than they look.
I've learned that if you just reach out and punch them every once in a while, they start to develop reflexes.
So, Thargan, when they utilize those reflexes, while looking at you out the corner of their eye, and you've done nothing more than reach out to push the button for the food selection.
It shows that their attentiveness and reflexes have improved.
I understand that to mean that they're nervous. So
one should always be nervous when an enemy is around.
Yeah, we're supposed to be friends right now.
Well, yes, I'm just simulating what an enemy would be like.
Indeed, I understand. Your concern for their combat health is truly extraordinary. I'm going to petition the captain to give you another award.
Thank you, sir.
I will go do that now. I stand. And I gracefully exit the room.
I get him a follow, obviously, because bodyguard.
Dragon.
Yes, sir.
Is that an ice cream cone?
I believe it is, sir.
Is it chocolate?
Yes, it is, sir.
Give it.
Are you certain?
Give it.
Okay, sir.
Martians do not eat this. I hand it to a crew member. There you are. We were thinking of you.
What?
Exactly.
Do not eat the chocolate ice cream. Only the strawberry and the vanilla. Never the chocolate. It's addictive. You are above such things.
I only did that once.
And here we are.
Oh. Eyes wide.
I was
just
just
stay in your quarters?
What was that?
Can't you just stay in your quarters?
Quarters? Oh, those little holes that we sleep in? No. During the day, we must be about and visiting with everyone. For you to have the advantage of our counsel, of course.
What do you need?
Tharkin deserves a reward. More specifically, an award for bravery and cunning before the enemy.
Like the last time?
I. Oh, yeah, yes. Oh, okay, yes.
Did you recall what happened the last time?
He killed a few extra people. Really, it was their own fault. They didn't run fast enough. It was clear that it was a dangerous environment. They should just learn to sprint like normal prey animals.
They run much faster now.
No. I meant the last time you told me he deserves an award. What did I do?
You. Oh, wait. You have this histrionic convulsion. Was that the word? Yes. It was. I believe you need to be medicated with large quantities of that stuff that you refer to as brandy, scotch. But I thought Scots were people, not things that you consume, unless you eat people. You aren't Cannibal Captain, are you?
Scotch.
Anyway, yes, you heavily self-medicated. I believe for several hours. I assumed there was something personal that you needed to work out. I'm sorry that you were not willing to accept our counsel regarding that matter. Perhaps it could have been assistance. If you like, we could talk about it now.
I have something very important to take care of. Ship's business, you understand. And I will not give awards to your bodyguard. It is not in the sphere of my command.
Why not? And his duties serve your interests as well. Of course, upon reflection, Captain, clearly you are at a stressful moment right now. We can revisit this topic at another time.
Let's. I close the door and lock it.
He closes the door, and I act as if I closed the door. Now that conversation is at an end, let us turn.
I think he wishes to consume the Scots and begin singing again.
Of course. Such fragile creatures. Their minds so easily taxed.
An odd tradition.
They
make no sense, to be honest.
At the very least, Thargan, I believe then that you deserve a strawberry ice cream cone. Let's go get you one.
Thank you, sir.
Of course not.
I know many Martians, and they're all decent beings, but
Like the flap his gums.
I don't know about these two. He comes up against the most preposterous thing, and the other one agrees totally.
Like his very own hype man.
I don't know. Why should I give him an award for? I don't even know what he did this time. I don't even want to know, quite frankly.
Putting your crew into shell shock.
I give them all PTSD. You're welcome.
Like payment, please.
Flip your wig. Just let it go. Not worth getting worked up over.
They're going to have to get off my ship soon. In the co-pilot seat. I'm going to sit here till we get that.
Don't touch anything.
I can fly the ship. I own it.
I know, but I've got it all set up. Just please don't touch.
All set up for me. Don't touch it.
Don't touch that or that or really any of this stuff in the pilot cockpit area.
I'm losing control of my own ship. This is very
just
bad.
saying, at least until we land, don't touch anything. It's all set up like I like it. After we land, you can touch it all you want.
Okay.
All right. So as we approach the asteroid, let's actually do a little mechanics here. See how well we navigate the asteroid belt here. So it's going to be a roll for Cora, our pilot. You're going to roll coordination and transport for flying here. You also get +2 for your rocket woman. And you also get +2 on top of that because the ship has the trait agile. So you're going to roll 2d6, add your coordination and transport, and then add 4 to that.
So 8. 17, 21.
The Solar Star glides smoothly through the asteroid field. Rocks kind of tumble a bit around, but the ship is never in any danger of being harmed by either the rocks, the meteorites, or even the gravitational disruptions of the larger ones tumbling by. It is completely smooth sailing. So, asteroid LV-426 is looming large in the window of the rocket. Interesting thing, by this point, it probably should have, should definitely be able to see you. I mean, ship isn't that, isn't that hard to miss. But it hasn't broadcast anything to you over the radio.
LV-246, this is the Solar Star. Please come in.
It's good. It's kind of that background hiss of static, which is nothing.
Bird control team.
I summon our Dr. Passenger to come to the bridge.
All right. So he makes his way up there.
Open the door for him. I take him out. Okay, good. Come in, Doctor.
Kind of looks at you oddly. It's like, okay. What can I do for you, Captain?
There's no response from the asteroid. They have not hailed us, and they have not responded to hails.
That is most concerning.
I'll say.
I take it we are in the right part of the asteroid belt.
Yeah, LP-246. It's right there.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I've talked to this Mr. Johnson over the long-range radio. And Sui was here. And is your radio working?
It is.
Are you stupid? Wait a minute.
I don't know. I mean, I said, and I talked to them right before we left, and everything seemed to be in working order.
Cora, don't land, but let's go by the mines. See if we can see anything.
Okie dokie.
Let me look at something here. That's not what I'm going to look at here. Small. And in the
Nordstrom.
Frick.
Let's see.
If you zoom in on the screen, you can almost read what he's reading through his glasses.
What did you say?
Will's trying to read what I'm looking at under over my
He's reading it through your glasses.
bouncing off my glasses.
Oh,
I've tried that before.
Doesn't work.
William is a player in a real life. You don't sit him by the GM.
It's like, yeah, what you got going on over there, huh? Hey there, Clive. You're kind of empathic. Why don't you give me? It's going to be awareness and ingenuity. Plus, I think it's a +2 bonus for your empathy.
Okay. Ingenuity. Plus my awareness, you said?
Yep. This one combines a couple of attributes, seeing what your gut's telling you.
Okay. I don't see where ingenuity's at. Oh,
this one combines attributes.
7, and then my empathetic 9.
9 plus whatever you roll.
That would be a 14. With 2 advantages. Oh, wait, wrong game.
You know, you've been in this game for a while there, Clive. You can't put your finger on it, but there's just something not quite right about the Good Doctor's story. Doesn't smell right.
So, Doctor, what is it that we're delivering?
Well, me and I have prayed for some various scientific experiments that I'm going to do. This Mr. Johnson found some ores that he couldn't identify despite his vast experience, and so I'm here to help with that.
You're an expert in ores, huh?
Well, I have experience with with Mars and Martian history and whatnot. Of course, know the history of the asteroid field and stuff that we're in here. And,
Jimmy,
yes, Captain.
bring that crowbar here. I'm going to have a surprise inspection.
Yes, Captain. But like, section of what?
I'm going to take a look what you got in your crate there, Doc. Cora,
Yes, sir.
keep us above the asteroid.
Captain, I must protest this. I object to this. My fare has been paid.
Doctor, your objection is noted. And walks down the hallway towards the cargo hold.
You hear him kind of stomping after you there.
Uh-oh.
It wasn't me.
Uh-oh. Where's that dinging at? Is that here? Somewhere else? Not on mine. Someone else is having private conversations about things.
I don't like it when the Martians have private conversations.
So, okay, so you're heading for the cargo hold. The doctor is behind you, protesting the entire way. This is highly uncalled for and highly unprofessional. Like, I am a paying passenger. I have my rights to privacy. There's nothing in there that has anything to do with whatever you think is going on here. Maybe the radio broke. I felt like it's a professional mining operation. Who knows what the kind of substandard equipment they have there?
I totally ignore them. Tag, Binks, get away from the crate.
Yes, sir.
And as if by magic, Bargain and SDNX actually just happened to be walking past the galley door. Bargain, look.
Looks as if the captain's probably going to inspect that crate.
It appears he's found the crowbar that we so thoughtfully left accessible to him.
I'm glad we're obviously essential members in the crew.
We are essential. Captain, if we'll just stand by and observe.
Do what you want.
We wouldn't want to interfere with your business on the ship.
He's doing a fine job. He is truly a gifted.
I can see why he's captain.
I can as well.
Okay, stop talking about me.
His demeanor is a sense of authority.
Dr. Anderson is there. It's like, I demand that you stop this immediately. I will file a complaint with every transportation board. I will have your license pulled.
Actually, strictly speaking, in the interest of protecting his ship and ensuring proper and legal commerce, any captain at any time has the legal authority to inspect the contents of his...
I am a respected member of academia on Mars. I have been recognized for...
Excuse me, Dr. Anderson. Did you just interrupt the prince?
Oh.
He was
I did.
Bargain.
I'd advise you not to do that.
He is obviously overwrought and clearly not thinking properly or thinking through the situation, because clearly he has nothing to hide. Is that correct, Doctor?
Of course not, but that's not the point. That doesn't give you the right to go rifling through my stuff.
Actually, he has the express right to do anything he wants aboard this ship at any time. Any court anywhere will tell you precisely that. You have no legal standing.
What he said.
Alright, so we're going to smash cut from there as the captain carries into the crate with a crowbar back up to the bridge and you there, Cora. So with your expert piloting, you've brought Solar Star kind of over top of the asteroid. And there is the mining colony is still there. It's actually there. It's not like you've been found here on a wild goose chase. However, it definitely looks like something terrible has happened down there, as one of the habitation domes is outgassing oxygen. There's it looks like some of the lights are off. the equipment, the mining equipment doesn't appear to be functioning. Their escape rocket is still in place. And let me look at. Let's see. No, it's three. Not going to make you roll for it. So some of the lights that are on are flickering. It takes you a moment of just kind of being parked there and observing. It's a pattern. Someone or something, who knows, something is causing the lights to flicker in Morse code for SOS.
Get on the intercom. Captain,
Busy.
we got a problem.
It's like right as you've got Crowbar in the chest there.
Can't believe I'm about to do this. Give it to the bodyguard. Hold this.
Certainly. Would you like me to continue the work?
I think you might want to come up here and see this.
Okay, I'll be on my way.
Captain Comet, would you wish me to continue the work? Open
Yes.
the crate.
Jimmy,
Yes, sir.
you tell me what they found in that crate. I'm going to the bridge.
Aye, Captain.
As I go to the bridge, Dobie almost always runs to me. Dobie, watch where you go. How many times I have to tell you?
Sorry, Captain. I was getting down to engineering. Something about I don't know actually. I think I'm supposed to go down to engineering. It was hard for me to understand, but
Just go. And watch where you're going.
of course, sir. It kind of bounces off the bulkhead as he kind of careens down the hall.
Highway.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I knew that.
And Tag and Binks are there, and they exchange some
Kind of.
jokes.
All right. So, Captain, you make it up to the bridge.
What's going on, Cora?
Take a look.
And you see the scene I described, outgassing, the rocket their escape rocket is still in place, some of the lights are out, and yeah, after a minute of watching, those lights are blinking SOS.
Yes.
Yeah, Morse code. I think we need to go find out what's wrong. I know it's not what you wanted to do, but
Right, set a course to the docking area.
all right. Do something smart, do something right.
Yep.
Alright, so while you guys come in for a landing, you smash cut to the cargo hold, where Thargan has a crowbar. You've got strength, what, like
7.
infinity or something? 7? Yeah.
That's
So
like 75 or
Up
something.
as strong as Martian scum. Or the way.
yeah. So while this is an incredibly secure chest, don't get me wrong here. Strength 7 and a crowbar, whatever. you make short work out of this thing. This wrench is open.
I try not to make it too obvious. That way, it doesn't make the captain look bad or anything. So I kind of like fake struggle for a moment.
Thargan, it is obvious you are precisely.
You have You have no
Oh, wait,
subterfuge,
I have
so
no
yes,
subterfuge.
it's a very obvious.
Obvious.
You can do that, but it's very obvious fake strike.
Okay.
It's kind of
You know what?
confuses everyone who's watching. You're like,
Actually, Code, I don't lie. I don't. Okay, never mind. So yeah,
You do not lie at all. You do not understand why the captain appears so strong and yet is so weak. It's like-
it must have something to do with personally
Mm,
or his age.
yes.
So yeah, you just lever that thing off there. The crate flies open. First thing that catches your eye, because it is hard to not notice this, is that you're looking at. Yeah, there's a naked girl. You don't have any.
There's a naked girl in there.
You don't see that every day.
And she is angry.
She's not happy about it. All right, so yeah, you don't have any knowledge or technology, so you don't necessarily know what kind of object you're looking at. It's an object. It looks big. There's lights on it. Clearly, it's supposed to do something. You don't know what, but what you do see, and what is unmistakable because it means bad news, even on Mars, smack in the middle of it, swastika.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I drop the crowbar. And I start drawing my axe.
Target. A moment.
Sir,
The Ark of the Covenant.
this is a sign of the enemy.
Doctor.
Where is the doctor?
The
A little white humor.
Or is he not in the room anymore?
It's a long way to Tipperary.
Oh no, he's in the room. He's there. You kind of turn around. He's kind of backed away a bit from the group, and he's now holding a weapon of his own.
okay.
I take a step in front of the prince.
All right. I reach out. And I'm going to I want to disarm him. I'm not being gentle with that weapon-bearing hand at all. And I'm going to
It means disarm.
he may well be disarmed if I can. Telekinesis.
Yeah, I'm looking up the. Okay. Let's see. Line of sight. Okay, you got that. Let's see. Manipulate objects with a strength equal to his resolve attribute. Let's see. All right, so fine manipulation requires an ingenuity plus resolve roll. All right, so you're going to give me ingenuity plus resolve.
All right. And what's my threshold for success? I forget.
It's going to be opposed. So it's going to depend on how well he rolls, trying to hang on to it while you're wrenching it with your mind there.
Okay. And that's 2d6, you said?
You're going to take 2d6, and then you're going to add your ingenuity and your resolve to it.
Okay. All right. It's 9, 11, and it's 17.
All right. That is a success. So yeah, he is there, kind of getting ready to open fire. It looks like, and then you reach out with your mind and essentially knock it out of his hand. Kind of goes skittering across the floor.
J- Jimmy, please retrieve that and then let the captain know we have a situation here. Can I take hold of him?
Actually, you can try, but we got to go around the horn, kind of initiative order wise. So you worked. All right. So, Sargon, Jimmy's running, and you've seen your friends in action. You know what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor's gun is just gone skidding across the floor. Jimmy is kind of running towards it. What do you do?
Well, I mean, there's still a threat, and I don't know what other devices he may have. So shield is out. The hammocks is out. The hammer side, and I'm going to approach the doctor. I'm going to assume the prince does not wish me to kill him just yet, since he disarmed him. But you don't die from losing kneecaps, so.
So are you attacking?
Let's see. Here, let's see, the line of the morn. I think I am. Because he did just point a weapon at the prince.
Yeah?
Yeah. I will use the hammer, so I'm not going to cleave anything.
Hammer does have the trait of armor piercing, so if he does have armor on, not to necessarily tell, it's going to punch through that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go with a killing blow. I'm just trying to go a wounding or a knock unconscious kind of thing.
You're going to go hit a man with a hammer. It's going to hurt.
Yeah, it's going to hurt. I'm just not trying to pulverize his skull or anything.
All right, now.
Leg.
All right, so you're going. Okay, this is going to be interesting here. All right, so you're going to roll
the leg
fighting plus strength because you're swinging the axe. You get +2 for your max proficiency. But the Hamax also has the trait of quality, so you get a +2 bonus on top of that. So it's fighting and strength +4 plus your 2d6.
Okay, so I'm at a 15 plus 2d6. Low roll. So that's only a 19. I do have Fighting Man, so I get a free action during the combat phase. So this is just my free action.
All right.
If I hit him in the legs, then I would like to then re-swing around. Well,
he's not a warrior. Yeah, you start off with a 15 and got to a 19. I didn't roll that great, so yeah, you hit him.
So I'm going to hit him on the legs, and then basically bring the hammer down again. I'm going to stop, right in front of his face, and say, "Do not move."
All right, so he is down and currently being held at bay by Thargan.
By hammer point.
So that's going to end combat in the cargo hold, at least for right now. He doesn't exactly have a maneuver for this. So as the we're gonna cut from there to the bridge. As the Solar Star is coming in for a landing, the intercom squawks to life. Captain.
Yes, Jimmy.
They opened the crate. He's a Nazi. There's a Nazi on board, Captain. He had a gun and everything.
Airlock.
Space Nazis. I hate space Nazis. What's the situation, Jimmy?
Oh, you missed it, Captain. The prince did something, and the gun flew across the room, and then Sergeant got his axe out and beat him down. He's on the ground now. I think they got him. Detective Binks are trying to get some rope.
Cool, huh?
You know, I might not have to give that Martian a reward after all.
You're welcome, William.
All right, I'm going to check out the cargo hold.
All right.
All right.
And as our captain heads down to the cargo hold, the Solar Star finishes its landing procedure. I think, given that it's nearly 11 o'clock Central Time, this is a good point to pause for the evening as we get into just what's going on here with the Nazi in the cargo hold and the disabled mining station.
All right.
Nice.